Okay. All right. So this is the main login page. Um, this is just petstablish.com, and what you'll see, I regularly do this at work, so I'm remembered on this computer, but you just log in, and this is the same information that you got for your foster. So if you have created an account already for your foster, then Andy just has to give you staff permissions, and that's where you'll be able to get this view. So the staff permissions gives you the ability to see every cat that has ever come through FFF, good or bad, it gives you access. So there's a lot you can do, but I really don't stray from this page here. And if you ever do stray, get out of here somehow, it's all under this Manage Pet Data tab. So you can just click that and it'll get you back to this main page. Okay, so where we're at now is a lot of people want to post bios. So let's say we want to do a bio for a cat that comes in, and
do you want to use mine?
Sure. What's yours?
Jade.
Oh, Jade. Yeah. And this one. So this is a good, actually really good example, because we always want to make sure that the bio you're putting in is for the right cat. So if you ever, a lot of times it is obvious because the newer cats have 8s or even 7s. I've only been doing the bios since like July, August, and I've never seen anything lower than a 6. So I guess that's a good way too, as you can see these 2 right here, 3 and 5. So those probably aren't the right cat, but you can also check the foster because we asked for their name on the survey. And then once you are actually added to the cat's chat, you can also verify with the ID number. So once you identify that you have the right cat, you can click this pencil icon here on their face, and this will bring you to the whole profile. So this will give you.
Sorry, so is their number is not on the spreadsheet, right?
Right. So that's not currently a question that we have, because a lot of fosters just get overwhelmed and don't really know where it is and don't know where to look for it. And so it's just a keeping things easier kind of thing. But it is it's in the name of every single cat chat. So once they do an intake, then it creates a pet established number, and Andy adds that to the title. So to add the bio, it'll come down here to description, and it will just say, I think it's, profile coming soon, ... So you want to make sure to delete that line and then add in whatever bio you write here. We definitely like the separation of paragraphs, so you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like this where there's another paragraph in between, because then it looks really spaced out once it's published. But you definitely want to have, instead of one long drawn out paragraph, you want to have multiple. Okay. It's just easier on eyes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so once you have that put in, there's a couple things that you want to check before you're done with the bio. So you'll want to come up and you'll want to make sure that the primary breed is, correct or as close to correct as possible. For the most part, it's, the domestics, but occasionally, if we have a Siamese cat, you'll want to make sure that's noted here, because they cost more so to be adopted. So we want to make sure that that's listed there. One thing to note is, so if you look here with Jade, even though she's in foster hold status, the application's visible. So she's posted right now. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we want to post them, we'll take them from foster hold and move it to fostered. And that, or, let's say it's in intake. You see how that automatically changes to invisible?
Yep.
So when you choose fostered, the application will be visible, but the foster application is invisible. So And other statuses like available, it will make that foster application visible, but we don't want people to apply to be fosters. We want them to adopt. So that fostered tag just kind of indicates like this cat is medically cleared, ready to go, just needs an application. We'll use foster hold for, maybe the cat got sick and, needs some extra time, or various reasons really. The only tags I've seen used are fostered hold, fostered intake, available occasionally, because fun fact, but fostered isn't available after if a cat is returned. This is just a random fact. So you have to use available. What I'm trying to get at here is just be very diligent about checking these tags, since they're automatic based on whatever status you choose. If you're posting, you want to make sure the adoption application is visible, but the foster application is invisible.
So we're working on bios. Like if I put a bio in, and like it's not my foster, so like I don't have the pictures or videos, do I still flip it to sorry, what was that? Fostered, like something that'll be visible, or wait till somebody else does that?
Yeah. If you are just doing the bio, you can just leave it in that hold status, or if it's on intake, you can move it to foster hold. You can do whatever you want. You don't, in that case, just don't move it to fostered.
Okay, thank you.
Because then, if you put in the bio and you just hit save, then it saves it, but not posts it. Other thing is just, I always just check to make sure that the gender I'm using in the bio is what's marked here, because sometimes when you do the intake, I did it wrong for one of my cats. I thought it was a boy. Turns out a week later, I was like, ooh, psych, it's a girl. So just want to make sure that the gender matches and everybody knows what they're going to get. And then after the photos is this physical characteristics. So this is what I was trying to explain a little bit in the procedure document I sent, but this is what people filter for. So when they go on to Pet Finder or whatever website they're using, and they say, I want a young black cat, female cat, Jade pops up, and we want her to pop up in as many searches as possible. So, sometimes it just doesn't get filled in, or it gets filled in wrong or whatever. So we always just want to double check their size, age, colors, all of that. Down here at characteristics, for some reason, so all of these you don't have to mess with, but for some reason, special needs is set to not sure. So we always, unless they are special needs, want to change that to no. And how FFF defines special needs is that if they require some type of additional care every day, so whether that be medication or therapy of some type, just, a lot of our, CH cats, which is, I'm not going to try to say it, but it's a neurological disorder. Yep. They aren't listed as special needs because they're just normal cats who just happen to have a little neurological issues, but yeah, they're totally fine. They can do everything a normal cat does. So they aren't special needs. So if you have a question, you can always double check in the dedicated fostered chat. But for the most part, that can just be changed to no. Along over here on the other side with gets along with, dogs will always be set to not sure. Cats will always be set to yes. And kids, actually, I think kids are also set to yes. So we always just want to make sure. Usually you can get a good idea by the questionnaire submission, but if not, you can double check in the foster chat with.
Okay, so I shouldn't change it to kids no, because I don't believe she should be with children.
Right, yeah. So that is no, and that
okay.
Well, we will keep it like that.
Okay, I wouldn't do that to somebody else's.
Yeah, no, but some people
foster.
are the exact same too. Some people are like, I know my cat cannot go with kids, for whatever reason. And so that's really, it's important to note because this shows up on her profile. So we want to make sure she goes to the right home, and being as honest about that as possible is one way to do that. So that's everything from the bio perspective. Now, if you did, want to do videos and pictures and everything too, after the bio is saved, you can go back into our cat bio chat and just, I don't know if you've seen it, some people will ask, like, can I be added to XXX chat, whoever
Yep.
it be. And then Gina, Andy, Michaela, whoever sees it first really, will add you to that chat. And there you can ask for pictures and videos of the cat. You don't have to do this, of course. There's a lot of us, and hopefully we can share the wealth. So pictures and videos are a whole other thing, but it's important to note, I guess, here that you have to add image every single time you want to add a picture, which is extremely annoying. And let's say you click it 50 times and you only add 10 pictures. Well, you need to go and delete every single line addition, because if you don't, it will show up as, like, I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a blue cat here. We can do it now. Oh wait.
Yep. It's a black and white cat.
Yeah. It's just a blank picture, and we don't want that. So
okay.
Want to delete those. Videos. Pet Established is awful in the sense that it doesn't like videos, and so the link has to come from YouTube. Now, there is a workaround for this that IT Master Andy has set up that is an email address where you can, so once you save the video, I work on my phone a lot because it's just easier for me. So I save the video to my phone, and then I can just email it. And I put the email in the procedures. It's video@catsfff.org, and it will send you back a link that can go in here that's Pet Established friendly. And it's just
perfect.
an automatic thing. So super cool, super easy. You don't have to really do much. And then you can just add that here.
Great.
So yeah, it's like a lot, but once you start doing it, you're like, yes, I get it. So we save the changes here and wait for Pet Established to load. And then, so one kind of extra step, I don't know, actually it's in the procedures now, so I guess we need to do it. But I always go to all cats on the website because I want to make sure that they're posted, everything looks good, everything's formatted correctly. And then also kind of another check, like, did I make sure all those characteristics are filled out? So we scroll, oh, look, here's another thing too, is if you're ever scrolling on the FFF website and you see a cat that, says profile coming soon and is that stock photo we talked about, you can just go in to handy dandy Pet Established. And yeah, see, so his fostered status here, or his status is fostered, and we can do fostered hold, or intake even. This happens a lot more frequently than I'd like, but it happened. I did it too when I first fostered. I went into my own cat's profile and chose the status fostered because it's fostered. I didn't know that it turned on their profile. So, right. And a lot of fosters don't know. So that happens a lot, but it's a quick, easy fix. So looking for Jade. Here we go. So here is Jade. And here's her profile. So here's all those details that we filled out. So okay with cats, yes. Okay with dogs, not sure. Okay with kids, no. So it does go on here, and we want people to be aware of that. But yeah, so she has pictures here that you can click through. And then what I always do is I take the link and I put it in that cat's chat. So if you're not ultimately the one that publishes them, you don't have to worry about this. But if you are the person that publishes them, so you're the person that gathers all the pictures and the videos and you put them all into this profile and you hit fostered save, then come to the website, grab the link, and put it in that dedicated foster chat. I just ask all the fosters, read through, make sure the bio is accurate, and ask them if there's anything they want to change or add. Most people say no, but occasionally they catch really good things because we're humans and we make errors. So it's always good to have that second or third set of eyes as well. And then it also kind of shows them like, hey, they're posted. Go share this link to get your foster adopted.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
I don't know. Do you have any other questions about Pet Established?
I don't think so. I think I just need access.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll remind Andy. So yeah, I guess this is Pet Established in a nutshell. If you do get like a litter of kittens, in theory, they should all be, all the siblings and the mom, in theory, should have links here. So it shouldn't say, I don't know why it's children, but here it says siblings. And
okay, cool.
yeah, you can kind of click on them if you're going from sibling to sibling. It's just easier that way. So yeah, that's Pet Established, yeah, in a nutshell. So yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. But if not, that's it.
Will do. Thank you so much for this. Very helpful.
Of course. Let me